What's up, guys? It's Pete here from the Boat Breakers with a very important video for new cruisers or really anyone that likes to cruise in general. I want to take you guys through some of the most important cruise mistakes that I've seen, that I've personally experienced, and some of the ones that I've researched for this video. Now, even me, Pete, a boat breaker, a platinum cruiser, I still make some of these mistakes. So let's make sure that you don't make any of these mistakes when you're going on your first cruise. Get started with a couple honorable mentions that you should try to avoid. These don't need much explanation, so I'm just going to go through them quickly. Don't forget any of your documentation, such as IDs, passport, vaccination cards, anything you're traveling with, photo IDs. I have this little booklet here. I'm not going to show you what's inside, but I am going to show you what's inside. Passport and vaccination card that I carry on me. Next up, bring some cash. You never know. I'm not going to recommend how much cash you should bring. Do a little bit of research. You should bring some cash so you don't have to borrow it, or you don't get the ATM charge, or however you think you're going to get cash, there's going to be some kind of inconvenience to you. Also, another one is bring some of your favorite over-the-counter drugs. Laugh out loud. What I mean by that is bring some Advil, bring some allergy medicine, bring some Pepto. Funny story, I couldn't find Pepto anywhere on my last cruise. 7-day cruise, 3 ports, didn't have it on the ship, didn't have it in any of the ports. I really needed this Pepto. If you watch the vlog, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Do your online check-in early. Do it as early as you can. This ensures a nice, smooth embarkation. You get an early check-in. You get everything that you want. Pay attention to deadlines. You have deadlines like your check-in time, your dining times. Just pay attention to deadlines in general. That would be my advice. What else? Oh, guys, bring sunblock. It's very expensive on the ship. Don't be silly. Bring some sunblock, especially the face. If you're not going to bring sunblock because it's too big or you're too macho, you're trying to get a tan, it's dangerous anyways. That's a different video for a different time, but at least get your face covered, Don't be silly. They charge out the butt for those. Just bring them. Oh no, he's standing. I'm standing. Let's dive into some of the most common mistakes new cruisers make that can be avoided with some tiny preparations. If you take anything from this video, take this from the video. Research, research, research. Do some research beforehand. Find any answers that you're unsure about or you have questions to. You can go to Facebook groups or forums to ask these questions and get a lot of answers very quickly. Some of the answers you might not like, but that's a different story. Here's a quick math problem. No research equals a waste of time and a waste of money. So do your due diligence. Something that helps me before I go on a cruise is a tour video or cruise reviews. This helps me find things like the map of the boat, where things are located, or maybe a review helps me stay away from some of the things that maybe I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So definitely do your research before you get on a cruise. Next up, download the Cruise Lines app. It's not really a mistake that people make. I think it's more required now, but just get the app. The app is free and they offer so much. These itineraries that used to be papered, they can be now found in the app. Some cruise lines let you even chat with your group that you're vacationing with through the app. You can book entertainment, amenities, and even restaurants through the app. And that's just some of it. There's maps, countdowns, and much more. Just get the app. Oh boy, we're moving. Next up, put your phone on airplane mode. Please just put your phone on airplane mode. This is pretty self-explanatory. You don't want to get hit with any of those crazy roaming charges or other charges your carrier might hit you with. Plus, you're on vacation. Live a little. You know what I'm saying? Put it on airplane mode. Next up, pick the right cabin for you and your situation. Now, I don't want to get into the physics of ships, but perhaps if you don't want as much rocking, you should book a cabin that's towards the middle of the ship. Do your research here, guys. You'll see what I'm talking about. Sorry, I was parched. Just a gentle reminder here, guys. If you're finding any of this helpful in any way at all, please consider subscribing. It's our only job here on this channel is to help and entertain you guys. So again, please subscribe if you find any of this useful or entertaining. I'm trying to be entertaining. I don't know. Oh man, I see this one on Facebook all the time. Know what you can and you can't bring. Do a little research ahead of time on what you can bring or what you can't. And this list changes all the time. So don't be afraid to hop on Facebook and ask, can I bring Red Bull? Am I allowed to bring Mountain Dew? I don't know. Just know what you can and know what you can't bring, because they're going to deny you at the port if you can't bring it. Or they're going to open your luggage and rip it out. So you're going to like this next one, I promise. Book early. Who doesn't like to save money? Who doesn't like to save time? Book early. Book your excursions early. Choose your dining time early. Get those restaurants in early. Alcohol package, if you're getting one, it's good for a discount if you get it early. Internet package, another discount. The list goes on. Just book things in advance. The restaurants, they sell out. The excursions, the good ones, they sell out. So don't make this mistake. Book early and save. I'm not a financial advisor. Next up, pick the right cruise line to vacation on. So from my personal experience, and don't get mad when I say this, Carnival Cruise Line is more favored for the younger, the rowdier, the more party crowd. Whereas like a cruise line, Royal Caribbean, prides itself on unusual features and technology like ice rinks, robotic bartenders, skydiving chambers, the list goes on. And that's just 2 of the many cruise lines you can vacation on. So do some digging of your own and figure out which cruise line is right for you. Oh, I didn't know this list was going to be this long. Next on the list, pay attention to ship time while you're in port. You ever see those videos of pier runners and you're laughing at them? And then they pan over the people in the balcony and they're also laughing at them? Don't let that be you. You're better than that. Keep a watch. If your phone stays on airplane mode, it shouldn't change time. You could use the app for the cruise line. That usually keeps ship time. Just don't be a pier runner. Don't make the mistake. Pay attention to ship time. Okay, next up. This might be a mistake you make, or it might just be advice I'm giving you, but learn about gratuities. Learn. A lot of these things on this list are just about paying attention and doing a little bit of research ahead of time. Take a look at the cruise line's websites for like explanations of things, but definitely gratuities in general, that's always one that likes to confuse people, and I see it a lot. So pay attention to that. And last on the list, do not fly into your port the day of. That's a song I'm working on, but seriously guys, this is a mistake a lot of new cruisers make. Do not fly into your port the day of. It's silly. I know you think you might be saving on a hotel, or you might just be thinking, if I go in the day of, I don't have to buy dinner. But by skipping all of this and flying in the day of, you risk your whole cruise pretty much. So definitely book a day or even 2 in advance. Start your vacation a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? So definitely do not fly into your port the day of, or I'm going to be very upset with you. And I might call your parents. Now I'm sitting, and now it's the end of the video. So as always, hopefully this helped you. This list got quite some experience here, so hopefully this list is valid, and hopefully I save you from a mistake. That'd be cool if I saved you from a mistake. Let me know. Like I was gonna book day of, but Pete from Boat Bakers, he helped me, and my friend's plane got canceled. Let me know. Again, happy I could help, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.